Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Car Addiction. Today we're going to talk about a tuning technology for your 90s JDM or 90s Japanese vehicles. So this technology will apply if you have an S13, S14, S15, any kind of R chassis or a Z chassis starting from Z31, 32 or R31, 32, 33. Not necessarily a 34, because 34 is leaps and bounds ahead, which is an OBD2 system. So basically your 90s JDM Nissan vehicle in your OBD1 system, this is the one. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm a huge Nissan enthusiast. I have 300ZS twin turbo, the Nissan hardbody, R32 Skyline, and then an MR2. And my daily driver is a Tacoma because Nissan does not make good daily drivers anymore. Gonna fall back to Toyotas. Anyway, so let's talk about it. Nistune is basically an aftermarket company who produces chipboards to go inside your Nissan vehicles. So in my last video right over here, I talked about the EROM chip. So Nistune is a step above the EROM chip. So Nistune basically sits between an EROM chip and a standalone. In the middle is Nistune. So Nistune gives you a lot of flexibilities which you won't get an EROM chip. Let's say live data, you can put it on a dyno and see all the live data in your car, where EROM chip you can. What you can do in an EROM chip is you put the parameters in and hopefully you're right. You can keep changing the parameters until you're right, but you'll never have the accuracy of a Nistune over an EROM chip. So to get these live data and whatnot, to be able to hook up your laptop to a Nistune, you basically have to install a board, and then you can control the tune, your board, your ECU through the laptop and the Nistune software, and that way it makes everybody's life easier. Today I'm not going to show you how to do a soldering because there's dime a dozen videos. See the link in the description. I'll put 4 or 5 good videos. Ronin Imports is a channel. They do a lot of Nistune soldering videos. Fantastic videos, I cannot beat them, so watch them. Their link would be down there. I'm just going to show you how the board is installed inside the ECU, and also when you go to the Nistune website, you have board type 1 to all the way to type 5, and which board you need to get. So what I would suggest is go to the drop down menu of your each board and you see if your vehicle is listed. A major difference between type 1 and type 2 is in a type 1 board, the board will come with another extension where you can plug in your computer, where a type 2 board you just need an OBD console to and USB, and you can plug it directly to your OBD of your vehicle and read it. So there's a major difference between a type 1 and a type 2 board. Other than that, type 3, 4 and 5, those boards are catered towards different vehicles. Some are catered toward the Z31, SR, Safiro. So you just have to go through the drop down menu and find the board you need. In my opinion, don't order the type 1 board, start with the type 2 board, because from 2 to 5 all these different boards are very similar, very equal, and they cover a wide variety of vehicles. Let's show you the board now. So over here I already took the screws out through a flathead, and for some reason everybody loves to put Loctite in these screws. So if you remove that board, that's where your Nistune board is. I'm going to slowly, carefully, I shouldn't put this board this way directly because static. Always be wary of static while you're dealing with boards. Okay, so this is the factory JCS board. So as I said, on type 1 you will see 2 connectors like this. This is a Nistune type 2 board, and all it is where you have the EROM chip location right over here. You just have it soldered, and then you put in this thing, I don't know what you call this, bracket or bridge, and slowly stuck it in. That way your board can run from the EROM chip, which is this board now. Now it's no more chip, and run directly in. This board is more powerful than the rest of the board. Now I'm gonna slowly put it back in, and I'll just make sure there's no bent pins. It's straight, and I'll make sure when I put it in there, nothing bent. That's it. It is pretty solid. I highly doubt you're gonna need to do anything else. Sometimes you can put a rubber foam here where the foam will push against this board and holds it steady, but honestly, man, the way it is right now, it is pretty steady. So I'm just going to put the screws back in where they belong. And yeah, so this board is for my 300ZX Twin Turbo. I will be hitting the dyno soon. When I say soon, hopefully by the end of the month or early next month. And as I said on the video, I use the EROM chip to start the car so that you can move it about and drive to the dyno. And on my drive, it's going to be about a 50 or 70 kilometer drive. If there's any issue with my system or with any of the mods that I did, they will show up. And that's that. Can't wait to get a tune. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you have any question, leave it in the comment section. I'll try my best to reply. I can reach out to my tuner to answer any specific questions, and there are a lot of helpful individuals and will go through the comment section and they will help you by answering your questions too. So feel free, leave it in the comment section. I always go back to the comments and try to help out.